different shot, sagittal shot. I'm looking at this anteriorly. Okay, so this is the uterus and this is the uterus. So here you have the vagina, right? This is the muscular tube that it connects to the cervical cap. The cervical cap here, and in the center is the cervical os or opening. The cervical opening leads to the cervical canal, the internal os not shown here, and then the body of the uterus. For clarity, you can see here the external os, cervical canal, and the internal os, and then the body of the uterus. See? Now, getting back over to here, you have the layers of the uterus. The perimetrium is the outer layer. The thick part is the myometrium, and the inner layer is called the endometrium. The ovary. The ovary releases the follicle, which travels into the fallopian tube at the fembrae, then into the infundibulum, into the ampulla, and then the isthmus. Better seen over here, you have an opening of the fallopian tube. Here you have the ruptured follicle. This is the fembrae, the infundibulum, the ampulla, and the isthmus leading to the body of the uterus. Now, supporting the ovary, you have this ovarian ligament here, and then you would have a suspensory ligament out here, but it's better shown over here. Do you see it? The suspensory ligament here, ovarian ligament. Suspensory ligament, ovarian ligament. Ovarian ligament, suspensory ligament would be here, but it's not shown. Then you have the mesovarium, a ligament above the ovary and below the fallopian tube. And here you have the broad ligament that attaches to the perimetrium, the ovarian ligament, and a portion of the ovary. Broad ligament, mesovarium, ovarian ligament, suspensory ligament. Follicular development. Follicular development begins under the influence of FSH. Here you have the primordial follicles, and they become the primary follicle, and you'll see a layer of thecal cells around them. This is a primary, which will develop an antrum, become a secondary follicle, and then the antrum will become larger to become a mature Graafian follicle. This Graafian follicle, when exposed to luteinizing hormone, LH, at around day 14, will rupture. This ruptured follicle liberates the oocyte, which gets pulled in by the fembrae, the infundibulum, the ampulla, and the isthmus. This ruptured follicle now becomes a gland, the corpus luteum. The corpus luteum here and here produces progesterone. Progesterone stimulates the endometrial vascularization. When the corpus luteum no longer produces progesterone, after about 10 to 15 days, it becomes the corpus albicans. When the level of progesterone drops, then the endometrium begins to slough off, marking the beginning of the menstrual cycle.